Hey, I see you. I know you just returned to this old ancient gacha game because of the anniversary. You summoned your scroll, you may have gotten a new shiny LD5 as well. But now, reality have finally hit you, and you're stuck wondering how do you actually play this dumb game? What? Are you? In this video, I have 10 tips for returning player. For new player and you watching this, I have a playlist for beginner guides, so you don't need to watch this, okay? This is for the returning player. Tip number 1, you need to set up a farming team ASAP because you need to clear that energy you've been stacking. Some of you guys have 10,000, 20,000 energy just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. So what you need to do right now is to set up a farming team. I don't care what it is. It can be Giants, Dragon, Artifact, R5, whatever you want, okay? You can farm whatever you want, but set up one farming team right now and put it in the background because the game now allows 30 times repeat battle. That is mind-blowing to some returning player because back in the day you have to repeat battle one by one. How stupid that was. The easiest one to set up is probably going to be your Dragons team because it looks exactly like your Dragons team from 3 years ago. You need Vert, Lauren, Veramos, Spectra, and a water damage dealer of your choice, and then it's gonna start to run perfectly. And now we have tip number 2. For most players in this game, you don't need more runes. You have so many shit runes you don't even sell anyway. You need some artifact. You need to grind your runes because some of your best runes with 22 speed, 23 speed are not even grinded. Yes, you know I'm talking about you. I've seen your account before. I don't even need to look at it to see how many good runes you have with down grinds on them. Or you have some weird green grinds with 2% on your Vial HP slot 6, okay? So while that Dragons or Giants team are running in the background, do some freaking research on how to build your artifact farming team and how to build a solo R5 team. Tip number 3, you don't have to pick the free 5-star from the Nat5 event at the moment. You have 50 days to choose your 5-star. You don't have to pick it right now. Whatever you pick right now, you will still feel shitty because you didn't pick the next best option anyway. The grass is always greener. The moment you choose something, the other option will suddenly become very, very good. So don't worry about it too much. You don't need any 5-star to make good dungeon team in this game. You can farm everything in this game without the need for a single 5-star. You might be very inclined to pick the Tasha or the Liam because you see that unit in all the speed team and you see it being the most used unit in dungeon, but you don't have to. You might not even have the runes to build the unit, so you don't have to pick the 5-star right now, especially the speed team PvE 5-star. Tip number 4, watch more YouTube video about summoners, well, because that is probably the only way to update yourself on the current arena, siege, World Guild battle, and RTA meta. The meta has changed in many different shape and form, and there's so many new units being used in all different PvP aspects of the game. So there's gonna be a lot of YouTube watching or stream or maybe even Reddit discussion to see what are the current most trendy units to be used in all different PvP in the game. Or if you don't want to watch YouTube video, you can actually watch replay in-game for RTA. You can check out all the best replay or the replay of your favorite unit to see how people use them and how people are winning with your unit. Tip number 5, while you're farming and watching RTA replay, you can also start finding an active guild or an active community to be a part of because playing this game alone is very depressing. You need someone to share the bad RNG with. So finding that guild is going to be very important. Also, joining a guild allows you to do more guild activities and also allow you to buy more scroll with the guild points you farm from all that activities. But finding an active guild is going to be a challenging task. You will not get it the first, the second, or the third time. So go out there, check out the Twitch stream, the YouTube video, the Reddit, the Discord community, and try to find that guild for you. Tip number 6, use your dimension energy. I think that's a tip for myself as well because I keep forgetting to use them. So use that energy because it is not really obvious that you need to use the energy, so you won't be using that energy at all. But you need to make so many new 2A. There's so many new of them that are really good in the current PvP meta, and especially in the Siege and War Guild battle, you need so many more 2A to perform well and to be accepted into the more active and tryhard guild. So always use up the energy and check out what are the new strong 2A you have to make so that you can be competitive in the guild PvP environment. Tip number 7. I think this is going to be a bit more controversial, but don't spend money in Summoners War.
26,000 $1,000 for one fucking dinner.
For the most part, it is not really worth it. And I know a lot of people who spend a lot of money that they have to stop playing this game so they can stop spending money. And increase your spending from $5 to $50 to $100 can be very easy. $100 spent in Summoner's Sword can give you like 5 minutes of entertainment. If you're purely using that money to buy crystal to farm more, it might last you a week. So spending money in this game is not really a good way to spend your money. I personally spend money in Summoner's War mostly to make more content for you guys, to buy scroll to summon so I can get new unit to showcase on the channel to make content more interesting. A lot of people ask me, should I buy this pack? Should I buy that pack? Imagine this is your $100 bill. If you can do this, maybe wipe your ass with it or sneeze with it, and you feel nothing, you don't feel any attachment to that $100, then maybe you are ready to spend your money in Summoner's War, because 90% of the time, the $100 that you spend will turn into this. It's nothing. I know many people who quit the game because they have been spending way too much money. They return because there's a hype event, there's anniversary, they realize they are spending way more money again, they have to quit again. And both of those times were not fun at all. So return, have some fun, play free to play. The game gives you so much resources you can't even finish using them. So don't worry too much about it and don't spend money at the moment. Tip number 8. Do you know that Arena give LD pieces now and you can rush Arena and gain free LD scroll every single week? So if Arena is the biggest reason you like playing PvP in the game, then it is gonna be so much more exciting, because Arena is now, I would say, the hardest content in Summoners War in terms of PvP, because everyone is going for that very limited amount of slot that give out LD pieces every single week. And if you don't have meta unit for Arena, boy, you're about to have a very, very bad time. But for the people who really enjoy Arena, good news for you, you can earn LD scroll every single week. Tip number 9. RTA meta is actually very diverse at the moment. You can pretty much come up with any random RGB team and it's gonna work just fine. And many old monsters are actually really strong now, like Vanessa or Velaju are really good at the moment. So even though you are returning with an account from many years ago and a unit are not really updated, you don't have the most current 5-star, you might still be very competitive in RTA, which is your Vanessa, Camilla, or Velaju, or even 2-way unit like Asher or 4-star unit like Verd. You still can be competitive and still play RTA at a decent level. They also have included support unit in RTA season, and they change every season, so you can pick up free unit from the game with runes on them to try and incorporate into your RTA draft. And it can be fun, it can be enjoyable. You don't need the most updated 5-star to enjoy some PvP in the game. And I think that is one of the biggest selling points of Summoners War right now at the moment, is that the meta is balanced and you can use whatever and you can still enjoy and have fun. Not Arena though. Arena is a different story. RTA, much more diverse. And the last tip I have for you, tip number 10, is to just take it slow. This game is a marathon. You don't have to rush back in and farm everything and buy rune packs and buy re-app packs. Just return, have some fun, farm an hour or two a day, increase it a bit more if you really enjoy doing so, and really take it slow. Figure things out one by one, because the game can be very, very overwhelming. There's so many things to do in the game. Summoners War turned from like an AFK farmer simulator to a very intense part-time job if you want to do everything in the game at the same time, because you have Arena, War Guild Battle, Siege Battle, RTA, and multiple farming content in the game. You have rune management, artifact management, grinds management, and you even have to talk to your guild as well. All that stuff can take a lot of time and can be very overwhelming. So take it slow, play the content that you really want to play. You don't have to bother with stuff that you don't want to play. If you don't really like Arena, you don't have to feel bad you're missing on LD scroll. It's gonna be a 3-star werewolf anyway. Who cares about that? So take it slow, play what you like, and enjoy the show, the ride. Anyway, that's my 10 tips for a returning player. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.